Hi guys, just having a revisit on the game I used to play, um, Fishing Planet. Still having trouble with the rubbery line, and the presentation of the lures not very good. In my opinion, obviously that's only my opinion, and it's I've just got in position and. Not had any takes actually up to now, so I'm in the corner. I'll show you. Okay. Right. We've got the kayak from where we catch catfish, and we've made our way all the way down. It was pointless showing you all the rowing all the way down to the quite a long way. I've fast forwarded it up to just the it's 10 till 12, I think. So I'm going to fish 11 till 12 and see if we can catch anything. Unfortunately, I've not brought the lures. I just jumped in and come here, so not got the ideal lures for fishing for the stuff. But I've cast in a few times and expected a few pike. Not got anything yet, so let's see if we can. Okay. Okay. There's nice signs of action. I'm gonna cast along the reeds, just trying to get some of this. Okay. Just gonna cast straight over there, and I've put a popper on. We're within the time now for muskie, and I usually stand around the beach there and cast this way. So I was hoping it would work. I was hoping it would work the opposite way. Feel free to just ask, any questions. I would usually fish from the two lily pads, which are just behind the reeds there. I've got a take anyway. That's our first bite actually. See what they mean. We've got our muskie. Okay. I see what they mean about the bull being dragged about. Okay, we'll have another go. Quite fun, guys. Unfortunately, I've moved again, so it's a problem with getting position of the boat and then having to move again. I've got to reposition now. I've got to do that, guys, every time we get twisted round. But anchor up, is that anchor down? I've really not got the hang of the anchor up, anchor down bit. That's it, wait, anchor down, anchor up, anchor down. Goodness me. Okay. I'll try again. I'm trying to get through the aiming towards the beach with not a very good cast, but maybe they just on that point. That's where they took last time. I've put the wrong bait on there. Did we crash or something? I thought I had a popper on. Strange. I'll have to check what's happened with that. I'm sure I had a popper on. I'll check the stream back later, and if anybody just watched that and they know exactly if I had a popper on, I'm sure I had a popper. Let's have a see. Not sure what's going on there. Let's have a look. What's that one? Popper. It is there. I've put the Halloween gear in just to. I've not really got into it this time. Enjoyed it a couple of years ago, and when the line physics were perfect, more or less. Okay, I'll try and find them poppers at the bottom of here. I haven't used this game for a long while, and it shows, guys. I think we had something like that. As you can see, there's water sign that there's something going on. Maybe a big predator underneath the water, pulling the bait fish up and that. But you never know. Let's see what we can do. It should tell me actually. I can't do that while that's in there. There's a bit of displacement. Can you see that just before the thing? It seemed like I'll look at my keep net and it should tell me what I caught that muskie. Whether it was my not being able to remember what I was doing. I can't even remember where they are. What am I looking for? Any clues, guys? I don't know. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Seems very laggy. Popper, yeah. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. I caught a fish on a popper, and then when I tried to reposition the kayak, whether that's a bug or not, I'm not sure. And then, maybe you can comment and tell us whether it is or not. I'm not going to do too long. Maybe just a couple of days on the silver popper. Okay. I thought it was a popper when I caught it on. Okay. I don't know whether we're still in. Yeah, we should be still within the muskie and pike hours. Not fished much top water. Well, I think I've fished one session of top water, trying the kayak out the other week. But this is definitely a different view of the pike corner. I usually fish it from the two lilies behind the reeds, casting. Let's see if we can get through that one. Casting towards where I am, perched up with the kayak. I don't know the correct wording for boat. Things. I've never had a boat or anything like that. So, someone tried to take it. Then come on, go and take it. Yeah, someone come at it then. I've got one dot popping. Some good water sign. This rubber line is ridiculous on the and they double the quality of the game by just getting the line right. The reel and the rod's okay, but look at that line bouncing off anything it touches. It's as if it's electrified. It doesn't climb up hills, guys. Look at that. What the? That spaghetti's not happy. Okay, guys. Come on, let's get a big record. It's fun, but where's this fly line on the... We've got whales doing bubble netting in front of me, a bit looks of it. I don't mind that, that's pretty good. But the fact that they've had this line right, you know, just no more updates. 3 months, guys, just take 3 months and get this line right. Just telling you, you're not updating anything until we get the line physics right. Because line is not rubber like this unless it's fly fishing. It's still not rubber, and it doesn't pour out the end of the rod. Okay, we're stuck. What's your eye, guys? Twang. Bing. Why do you make it jump off the boat like that? It doesn't do that in real life. I know it's not real life, guys. I know. No need to post me. See that bounce, it's... We just want it a thin line, what doesn't stretch like that, doesn't bounce. Boing. It's like a guitar string. Bing, bing, bing. I'm being spoiled, guys. I've been fishing, Russian fishing for about 6 weeks now, and in an ideal dream, I wish I had the reels and rods out of this game and the waters. You can keep your line. The lures I wouldn't mind. The graphics are fine. And out of Russian fishing 4, I wish I could have the waters, the line physics. Oh, we're moving in the boat again, guys. Now I've been moved around again. We'll keep it. Yeah, the prices in Russian fishing 4 are a bit ridiculous. So if you could take the best out of both the games, you would have the perfect game. So it's a shame they can't like marry each other, and the baby of the marriage of Fishing Planet and Russian Fishing 4 would be a beautiful thing to behold. You know, you'd have the perfect line, the perfect retrieves, bottom fishing, night fishing, all types of spin fishing with the right physics. You'd have AI fish, what didn't, not spreadsheet fishing. I've just looked at the spreadsheet, come at 10 o'clock here and caught a muskie. Well, that's a surprise, guys. But, you know, put the Russian fishing 4 fish in here and, you know, find them and then lose them and then go and find them again and put your bread feed in and attract them, you know. So hopefully somewhere in the next 10 years, somebody's going to take, you know, heed everything we're saying and make the perfect fishing game. You know, I understand that, you know, different workforces and different agendas make people want different things, but the aggravating thing with this game, the aggravating thing with this game is this game had perfect lure presentation. This game had perfect line physics. And somewhere they've changed it from perfect line, monoline, or something like that, fluorocarbon, any of the lines, braid, perfect line, perfect thickness. Somewhere they've changed it to rubber bungee rope and spaghetti. What climbs up rocks and boats. What's this, guys? You know, it's not happy. What's that? You know, I don't know why. There's something on this line, written into this line to make it, you know, it's not happy. I don't know why it's throwing it away from the boat and trying to throw the line up in the air. Why is it, just make it, make it neutral to everything. Just give it a weight. Don't give it an elasticity. Instead, go from the stick sort of line, then add a little bit of elasticity and work that way, not the rubber end. Just have a play about with your numbers, guys. Half the thickness of that line, whatever the thing is. I know it's probably got something to do with perspective. It's probably got something to do with perspective, how it reacts at distance and how it reacts. How it reacts in the hand or anything, but yeah, no, it's okay. It's gone very arcadish like this, and it was serious fish, sort of. I mean, they might need it like this. These might be the settings that was required to go to PlayStation. These might be within the numbers for the graphics in PlayStation and stuff like that. We had it right in PC a year ago, or whenever that change was now. Stop whinging and catch a fish. Yeah. I'm okay, guys. I've got the line I want in Russian Fishing 4. I've got the reels in this game that I can't. I wish I could put them in my pocket and take them to Russian Fishing 4. I'd love this reel and rod in Russian Fishing 4 with some of some of their heavy braid on. And I wouldn't mind taking the medium spinner, 56 gram 6 hook, and the single spoons and stuff. The crankbaits would be great, wouldn't they? Probably going to go out to the town in a bit, so there's not many people can say the fish are going to stop biting now. But that's what happens in a spreadsheet game. So just, I don't know. One minute, guys. I'm just trying to get the chat up if anybody's in chat. Ding, ding, ding. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I've just started. I take it needs some sort of pop. So I'm just clicking the right. I'll probably use a couple of bait coins to fast forward to another time. I was expecting to get a few pike within the pike time. It didn't seem interested at all. Unfortunately, I've come to Michigan without the main lures. The last time I was on this, I was fishing wanted the cat with the lamp, so I just had all the night fishing lures in. So I've just jumped in and come straight here and looked in, and they're all holographic lures, and whatever they call them, luminous lures and stuff. So let's try up there. I can't go any further left without moving the boat. So that's about across where I used to aim from the lily pads just behind them reeds across. They've changed a bit of the graphics here, but there used to be some white birch trees and a dark green tree in the middle. That's where I used to cast. And then you can, by going on the beach where the two lilies are, you can actually cast in the centre of these, as far as you can, in the centre of these green reeds. Don't worry about casting into the water. Cast right in the middle right down the banking into the centre of these green reeds, and you get near enough a pike choke. Just have your line right. If you get stuck, you just pull it out. You know, the line's stronger than the reeds at the moment on this setting. Let's go straight through where they jump in. You know, and it has. You know, I like the fish. You know, activity on the water, the ripples. There's no complaints, guys, about that. That's good stuff. That's good work. But get this line right. You know, just do some back coding or whatever. Find out what your settings were in pre-Alaska. Just at the Alaska time, when you introduced Alaska. Just have a look at your settings for the line and the lure lift and drop and stop and go of that time was awesome. And you would get a lot of guys back. I'm telling you, they did love this game at that stage, and they'd probably spent a lot of money on it with DLCs. I got 4 or 5 DLCs at the time. There were nothing what could touch this game. And oh, we had something then. I don't think we got that one. Nope. But we don't mind missing. That's good graphics again. You know, that would happen. That would happen in real life. That's good game physics of that part. But it's hard work with this bungee line. As I said in the other thing, this would be fine. Make this a fly fishing setup. Keep all your settings for this. Just introduce a whole range of fly fishing. Just have all what you have now. Have everything. What's so much coming in? I'm sure something followed on in. No, got it. I think that was good. A trophy. Nice one. One sec, guys. I'm trying to log it. Okay. Yeah, what I was trying to say is everything in the game now, just have that as all the lines and everything with this sort of physics. Have this as your fly fish you've already made. You know, this could be your fly setup line. Just introduce a whole range of flies. Write it into your bite physics of your fish, and then spend however long it needs to spend on making a whole new line range for mono line. Have this as your fly line and make a whole new range of thin line with stiffer characteristics and no pouring out of the end of the rod. They don't need line what fires off the edge of a thing. There's something like that though. You know, if I got the end of that, it would throw it straight up into the I've never seen that in this you know, things go down in there's something written into that what's making it not right to gravity and stuff, whatever. There's something written to throw it up, and we don't want that in it. I'm trying to get the chat up if anybody's watching. Do apologise. Be with you as soon as possible. Let's see. I actually had a program on this to log into, and it's not in. Keep going. I think we may have just gone out of the. Let's have a see. I don't know if I can display it for you guys. Anybody who doesn't know, in the Steam forum for Fishing Planet, there is. I'm not sure if I can get it to display, guys. I'll have a go. I'm a bit new with all the streaming. I've been streaming about 2 weeks. But there is a way of. Let's see if I can add a. I think it's window capture. I think it is. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, see what we're capturing. That's capturing that. Okay, I mustn't have it. Mustn't have the. Someone if I didn't want to do. Okay, let's have a see if I can put that up. Go with you one sec, guys. It isn't that. Where's that happened? Okay, guys, 1 minute. Okay, that's the Steam. Steam display. No, it's not showing it, guys. I wanted to show you the Uber sheet. That's not like me. Yeah, I did get Steam up for some reason, which is quite weird. Okay, figure out that. That's sufficient. Stream, cancel that off. Okay, guys. I've just closed the Uber sheet. I was going to fast forward to the next available time. I will just look at my history and get the Uber sheet up again. Big thanks to the guys, Project GV112, who's took over the Uber sheet from Deconstructed, who did an absolutely great job. But we now have the now is daytime and nighttime Uber sheet settings, which is what I was trying to show you. It's a real shame it won't come up, because it would be useful for me to show you exactly what I'm Trying to. Hi guys, I'm still struggling to get the chat up. I'll be with you 2 minutes. Hi Coco, look, cheers for the follow, my friend. I'm just having a bit of trouble getting the chat up and everything, so I'll be with you in 2 minutes, my friend. Answer any questions. I'll be testing anything you want me to test out, try out, any lakes, any waters on Fishing Planet. As I say, I have 2,000 hours on this game, a few Bitcoins and all the unlimited licenses, so I can more or less jump to wherever you need me to try. I'll show you and demonstrate anything. I'm just trying to get this Uber sheet up. If it won't do it, guys, I do apologise. It's a new thing to me. I've got Steam up for. I wonder if Steam. Anyway, I'll get with the chat. I do apologise. Get with the chat straight away now. Okay, cancel these. Yeah, I know your name, Coco. I'm okay, my friend. About 2 weeks ago I upgraded my internet. I only had before that I only had like 0.5 of a meg upload, so there was no way I could get the upload speed to actually stream. But I've just now moved to fibre, and I hope it's okay for you, Coco. It should be okay. I've been fine. Unfortunately, I've not fished on Fishing Planet for quite a long while. I don't know. I got a bit dejected with things and that, but I've been on Russian fishing. Thank you so much, Coco. I do remember dropping in on you, and I think you was giving me tips and stuff and all that. I'm a bit longer than two. I'm 56, me, Coco. So my brain, I do apologise if you know, I've forgot some of the great things you've helped me with and things. But are you still fishing Planet and happy with how things are going? There's been some great upgrades. The devs have done good over the last month for the PC guys, because I think they were a bit dejected with it all going, you know, asking and being promised just round the corner, and you know, 6 months goes by, and you know, but it's good fun. Have you tried these kayaks on? They're pretty good. If we get one of these, if we get, yeah, I'm doing exactly the same. Coco, I'm doing exactly the same. I've been away. I'd say 8 to 10 months. I've not. Yeah, 8 to 10 months. Once I did put the top water in, I actually come in for an evening and did the night time. I don't know if you know, Coco. It should still be on. There's a night fishing challenge. That challenge should still be active. If you catch, I did it at Emerald Lake. Catching, there was a lot easier to catch and all than they used to be. Catching. Oh God, it's been that long since I've fished Fishing Planet. I don't know where any of my gear is, and you know, we're doing really well in Fishing Planet. What's it called? The fish I'm after. My goodness, I can't think of the fish species that I caught. Anyway, it was the hard one. It was the one what you used to have to cast about 60 meters Can't believe I can't think of the name of it. We have them in this water as well. Oh, I'm going to have a look at me. Yeah, the brain isn't functioning very well to at the moment. Lovely dragonfly on the rod tip. So let's see, what's the species in this lake? I'll soon tell you in a minute once I bring this in. There's definitely a resurgence of fun to be had in this game for older players. Well, I don't mean older players. Previous players who's had fun with this, and it went a bit same old and repetitive, and there weren't really nothing for the advanced, the advanced guys who had the, who had got quite a few levels under the belts and everything. There weren't really much in the game to keep them tuning in and having the 2 hours sessions. And the newer guys who were coming in were struggling to get a hold of the game, and get a foothold in the game. I remember it as soon as I see it. What's this? Here we go. This is the fish I couldn't think of. Here are the guys. And I'll remember it as soon as it comes in. Bear with you 1 minute. So the walleye. Jesus, I couldn't think of that. Sorry, Jesus. The walleye. I caught about, I think, is it 150 of them? I think it's 10, 50, and then 150, or something like that, or 50, 100, and 150. Maybe you've actually already done it. But when you do that, you get the hat with the light, and when it starts coming dusk, the light clicks on, and you've got a night light. So that's good. It's free. You need to get the challenge of, come on, night shift 3. Catch a certain number of fish during the night time. That is active. If you fish 9 o'clock onwards at Emerald Lake, casting straight out along the right-hand side of the left-hand peg, it's a peg. What the way I fished it, it's a peg that isn't the jetty. It's not the one what's the wooden pier. It's the one, if you walk straight up to the other one, there's a log to your left. But if you just face straight out where we used to cast for the walleye, straight out, and there's some reeds down the left. You cast, I think it was 30 to 40 meters out just along the edge of them reeds on the left, and it was more or less, I'd say 3 fish out of 5 casts, bringing it back stop and go. I think Cape Shimino did a very good stream on it, and it's still available and still works that, I believe. So I'm just going to check. I'm trying to set up chat so that I can see it without coming out of the game. I keep having to minimize the game and going into OBS. All right, that's what you use to help people with. Is that the streaming, you mean, Coco Wallet? That's what the streaming you use to help other people play with. Is that what you're saying? Because I think I'm sure you helped me way back and that with some of my questions and stuff, and I'm having fun. You know, have you had a go at Russian fishing for? I'm just I'm actually level 22 on Russian fishing for. I'm not doing very well earning the currency of the game. I'm just ticking over, like what I earn, I manage to repair and tick over to the next day and catch a lot of fish the next day. I've got a really good fishing session, but I don't seem to be able to upgrade me fishing gear in that game because it's so dear that I'm nowhere near it on a daily basis, and I end up spending it on gear and lures and everything. I have got a few YouTube. They're pretty rough, my streams. I've only been streaming 2 weeks, and I think you'll be able to see a little improvement from 2 weeks ago in my streams to now. I'm hopefully not talking as much, and hopefully the microphone's a bit clear. But I do say but, and I do say too many times. I wish I had a pound for every time I said that. But there you go with her again. It's like my brain goes into a pause mode, but it's a noisy pause. What says, so yeah. So what are you up to? You're coming back to this game. Do you have all the? Do you have all the? You will have, won't you? I think you were higher level. You'll have all the unlimited licenses, which actually makes this game a pleasure to play. I wouldn't like to be having to grind and pay day licenses. If you can see, I've dug into a lot of my money. I had about 2 million credits, and I used a lot of them in one of the competitions. I think it was the last competition of July 4th, where you had to go round, and I don't know why I did it, because I'd already got the crank, the USA crank and stuff, but I spent a hell of a lot of money going round to open the flags up and get the baits and stuff. And I don't know why I did it. I think that's the last time I actually fished proper on the program. But I am doing okay with. Let's see what's here now. I don't think. See, look, you can't open when you cast out. Just drop us a link if you were still streaming, Coco Warlock. I'll be checking out your channels, my friend. I don't mind dropping in, following. If I've not followed you already, I'll be checking. Are you viewing? On Twitch or YouTube? Let's have a see. I think the time's gone out now. I could do with up. I've managed to get. I'm trying to get the chat up on a very old laptop at the side of me, and that'll make things a lot easier if I can get that working. Have you seen any of the gameplay of Russian Fishing 4? That's if you're still there, my friend. I may have lost you. I'll just check with Thingy to make sure. Let's have a see. You followed me on Twitch, my friend. Cheers. It'll all come to me when I see your stream. So, just check. So the next. What weather are we on? We're on 20 past 1, and it is a partially cloudy day. I'll just check whether you were sheet. And move to the next time, I think, while I'm streaming anyway. Or we could close this and try the kayak somewhere else. I tried the boat kayak on, I was hoping to get a big lake trout on Alberta. Is it Moose Lake or something like that? Where we usually cast from the dock, I thought if I paddle up to the, as far as we used to cast, down the left-hand side, there's ice. The lake's actually iced up there as far as you can go. And I turned round and hopefully I was hoping I'd be able to just drop in onto the lake trout on Alberta. But I couldn't get the boat. The boat was spinning. The kayak was spinning round. I couldn't get any of the lures through the. It's like a very, very viscous, whatever the word would be. It's as if it's got treacle in the middle of that lake that you cast in, it'll sink so far, and then it just seems to stick and never get down through to the bottom. And that was the problem. I couldn't get any baits to the bottom where I think the lake trout are. You know, they're like in the underlying layer, the surface, you know, just over the lake bed sort of thing. Okay, let's get we're at partly maybe 10 till 1. So we're just gone out to that time and there's nothing else. What else have we got? I bet it'd be fun catching a blue. Never thought of trying, but where's the catfish? Blue catfish, 2 o'clock. in a kayak, really? I think that's going to be fun. I'm going to have a go at it. It'll take us a short while to get there, but at 2 o'clock, it'll probably take me 25 minutes to row it there. And I should have set this up better than I can check with chat. Okay, I'm going to make sure I am following you. Then I can keep in touch. If it sounds like mumbling, that's when I'm talking to myself, guys. I know it's. I'm finding it hard to actually keep a stream interesting. You know, I try to put information on. I'll probably end up watching a few of Coco's streams, and I hope you don't mind me calling me that. And I've inadvertently just shut that off, I think. So be right back, guys. I'll be just back. Be right back. 1 minute, guys. Just gonna get the chat on. I apologise. In fact, I'll leave this one here, guys, and thanks for watching, and I will be opening a stream in the next 5 minutes. If you're in Coco, if you want me to demonstrate anything on Fishing Planet, or you don't need me to demonstrate anything, I know you know the game better than me, but if there's anything you want to want me to try, there's some of these lures I don't know myself, but if you would like me to show you anything on Russian Fishing 4, I've got that game set up as well. So this was just a promise. I said I'd go and try and catch some muskie, and it is fun. It does add. I mean, I wouldn't like to see 15 canoes on that. I never have any avatars and never have anybody in that game with me. I just don't like it, you know. So the fact that you can actually get in a canoe and be single and just go about your own thing. I can understand others having races and having a good laugh, and it ain't for me that, but for the guys who do want to do that, have a blast, you know. So I hope I've not lost your Coco Warlock. I'll stop this stream now. Thank you so much for dropping in, and I will be up and running another stream. I will probably start at the catfish wooden platform, and I'll just get in a canoe and see if we can catch a catfish from canoe. So that'll be fun. See you in 5 minutes, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later, guys.